Hi all. In this tutorial video I will go through how to read your BIM object level information and how to show that information in the user interface. We will go through how to read Datasmith user data and how to create a simple widget. Starting point for this tutorial, I have created new game's first person project and imported my BIM model with visual data prep. Basic level and also added colliders to all BIM objects during the data prep. Okay, let's get started. First, I will modify first person blueprint. From here, I want to modify event begin play. From here at the end, I want to set show mouse cursor. I want the mouse cursor to be activated and to be visible. So after that, I am able to select the BIM objects. And I will also set input mode to game and UI. And I need a player reference, so get player character here, controller, and I will put it here and also to the input mode and compile and save. Back to level and let's try this out. Now when I press play, and now I'm able to pick objects. Yes, it's working now. Next I want to add event here. When I press my left mouse, I want to read the metadata from the clicked object. So get hit result under cursor for objects. And I need player controller here. Get player controller as a reference and make array for the object types also. And for the hit result, I want to break hit result and I will add short delay here, delay function, and then I will branch the result. I will move it slightly. And from the hit result, I want to get the actor, and for the actor, I want to get the metadata, Datasmith user data. But I only want to get it if my hit result is true. First, I check if the user data is valid with the help of isValid function. If the user data is valid, I want to save it to new variable, so I create new variable and name it as metadata. And Datasmith user data is a dictionary and keys are name variables and values are string values. So I define the types, and then I will continue here. So I want to set my metadata from the Datasmith user data. After that, I will get the keys from the map and I will get the metadata also from here and plug it to the set and keys. And then I will print string, and I want to print first index. So I will get a first index of my map, and I want to print it out to the screen. And if I don't get hit result, so if I'm not clicking the BIM object, I want to clear my metadata in that case. Now this should be okay. Here I almost forgot the input object. Okay, now I think it's okay. Compile and save and back to level. Let's try it now. Now we should get the key names from the clicked object printed to screen. Yes, it's working and we get the first key name. Now, good. We can continue. Next we will create our widget. So let's first create a new folder under the content folder. So add new folder and I will name it as a BIM properties. Oh, and for this folder I will create 3 widgets. So user interface, widget blueprint and a user widget. I will rename this widget as a BIM data window. Maybe it's good name for this one. So rename and BIM data window. After that I will add 2 widget more. So first one will be widget for metadata keys, and another one will be a widget for metadata values. Let's first define the user interface for the BIM data window. So let's go to designer mode and first add the canvas panel. And after that, horizontal box. And inside the horizontal box, I want to add the caption text. So text element next. And I will drag it inside the horizontal box. I will slightly resize it and move it down a little bit, and I also change the text here. So this is a label for my properties. I name it as BIM properties. After that I will add a scroll box inside the horizontal box area, and inside the scroll box there will be the values for the BIM properties. So inside the scroll box I will put it under the label, resize it, and inside the scroll box there will be 2 horizontal box and 2 text values. first horizontal box inside the scroll box, and inside the horizontal box I will add vertical boxes here and the first, and I will add a spacer between the vertical boxes and another vertical box for the values. So I drop it also under the horizontal, and I will define set these as a variables, and I will name them. This one will be keys and this variable, and another one will be this will be the values, and it's also a variable. Keys and values will be read from the child widgets, and we will go modify them next. So let's define metadata keys widget first. Double click to open it, and canvas panel is the first element, and inside the canvas panel there will be a vertical box, and inside the vertical box there will be a horizontal box, and inside the horizontal box there will be a text field. This text will be binded to variable, so I will go to the create binding, and from here I will need to first create a new variable, and I will name this variable as a key text, and I will change it to name type, and I will drag it to the graph area, and I will add it to the region value. Now it should be okay. Compile and save. After that we will do the same process with the metadata values widget. So we will create same elements here. First canvas panel, and inside the canvas panel we first add vertical box, and after that horizontal box, and after that text. And for the text we will create binding and create a variable first, new variable, and name it. This one was a key text, so this will be a value text. And as a name type, and drag it to the graph area and combining these two nodes, and compile and save. Now we have a child widget ready, and we can go to the main user interface. So let's open the BIM data window, and from here we will add the construct functions. So let's start with the sequence. We want to do two different sequences. First one will be the metadata keys, zero sequence. Let's first add clear children function and clear the keys values. So I drag the keys from here, and after that I want to get the PP first person character. I did reference to the first person character because we will need metadata, but from here we need the player character, and from the PP first person character I want to get the metadata variable, the dictionary. And in this sequence we will print out the keys, the captions of the keys, and we will loop through the each value with the help of for each loop. Each array will be the input, and we will add each value to our widget. So create widget here, and our widget will be our metadata keys. Yes. From here I need to reference the player character. For the metadata keys widget, I want to set the value for the set key text field, and the text will be current array element from the loop. And from here I need to add child to vertical box, add child to vertical box. And the target for this will be my keys variable. So I will connect these two pins together. And for the content, we need to use the metadata keys widget. Now we are ready with the keys values, compile and save, and we can move next to the first-person blueprint. From first-person blueprint, we can now remove our temporary system here, and we will add widget to this position here. So we will not need any more print screen string, and from here we got the valid metadata, and for the valid metadata we want to get all widgets of our BIM data window class and remove old widget, remove from parent, and after that we will create new widget. Create widget, and widget class will be BIM data window. Add reference here, get player character or controller here, and next we need to add the widget to the player screen. So add to player screen. Now we should have a widget visible, and in the case of if we do not hit the BIM object, we can remove all the existing widget. So from the false branch here, first we create the metadata, and after that we can remove the widget. So get all widget of class, and BIM data window is the class, and I want to remove from parent all found widgets. Also, if the Datasmith user data is not valid, in that case I also want to remove all the widgets from the screen. So now this should be ready, and we can try to compile. Yes, and save. And we can now go back to our level and test if this is working. So now if I click with left mouse, I should get all the key text values, and looks like it's working perfectly. Now we can continue and go back to the BIM data window graph, and we will add another sequence here for the values. So let's copy all of these and paste it here. This will be our sequence number 1. So replace the keys. This should be the values. And keys, not keys. I can remove this and replace values. So I will get the values from the metadata values here. From here, I removed the rest of the parts, so it was easier to continue from here. And from here, I will add the metadata values widget here. Okay, I need to create this once again. I will delete this one and I will create my widget again. And I think it will be the workaround for this problem. So create widget, and this one will be a metadata key values. And now I should be able to connect these two things together. But first I will add the get player controller here. I need to set my metadata value widget text field. Oh, I don't remember what was the name of the variable. So I have to go to check it from here. So it's the value text. So I should use that one. So set value text. Yes, now I found it. After that, I can add child to vertical box. And now I can connect these things together. So I still need to add return value to target and take the array element from the loop into value text. And for the add child to vertical box, I need values reference to target. And for the content, it will be coming from the meta class value. Now this looks like it's ready, and we can compile and save this. Yes. Let's try to compile it. Compile this and save. Before testing this, I will slightly modify my BIM data window widget. So double click it. I will make my horizontal box slightly bigger so the text will suit better to the screen. And also I will change the keys and values, the type of the size to fill, so these will not collapse each other's. So fill size will be fill all of these trees. Text compile and save. Now we can try it. If I click BIM objects, yes, now I get all the values and names of the properties for each BIM object. If I click something which is not BIM object, the widget will be removed from the screen. That was my video tutorial this time. Hopefully you learned something new. And hopefully you got inspired to try out how to read out the information from your own BIM model. Thanks for watching and remember to subscribe to see my future videos. See you, bye.